Hi, Christa here, and you and I have an appointment. This is our place where we pause, we reflect, and we talk about what is truly important. Leadership awareness, communication, and connection. So grab yourself a cup of coffee, breathe, and let's chat. What is avoided conflict costing the teams, the company? Now, I'm not talking about avoided in the sense of loud conflict. It's the ones that are there and it's just never resolved. We avoid it. And I can immediately feel the people pleaser in me really stepping up to say, oh yes, that's me. I don't like conflict. Who really likes conflict? Doesn't mean that we don't like to have disagreements and have our voices heard and have debates. But we're talking here about avoided conflict and the impact and the cost on companies. And for that matter, in any relationship. So whether it is an Exco, whether it's in a team, whether it's with colleagues, whether it's with life partners, in any relation. And I have really, over the 30 years of working with relational beings, seen this so often. None of us like the conflicts, the loud ones, but it happens often. Sometimes not that often, but it happens. It can build up and build up. It's the avoided conflict moments. That's the build up. The explosion is just the last straw that breaks the camel's back. What is it costing us if we are avoiding the small ones? You know, the saying goes, it's the small jackals that actually destroys the crop. So yes, it's the avoided conflict. It's a constant being there. And we see that in our teams. We see that in our management, where we will just agree to disagree, but there's an underlying tension that's constantly brewing, and it actually filters right down from the top to the bottom. It's a cultural way. We avoid it because we don't like discomfort. Now, silence does not mean it's gone away. Avoiding whatever is really frustrating us and not talking about it doesn't make it go away. It festers. And as it festers, it actually builds momentum. And it grows right through the system. And if we really have to be honest with one another, don't we all feel a little bit better? I know I do. I don't like the big explosions, but I do feel so much more relieved, so much more clear after the explosion because it's in the clear. So what we really need to pay attention to is, am I choosing silence over truth and a clear conversation? Silence in the hope that it will just disappear because I don't have the energy for it now. But what is the cost of it in the long run? If you have executive members supposed to be working together, but we are avoiding conflict, that tension, that underlying thing, what will happen to the rest of the company? How will that filter through? Because somewhere you will, in front of other people, just put up a united front, but you know in your heart, in your soul, and both of you know, or the whole team knows, that there is something that's really scratching and it's impacting us. Contagion. becomes contagious. The fact that it is not spoken, the fact that it's silent doesn't mean it's not there. It will filter through. Your people pick it up. Your state of being, the health of your team, whether you are able to really hash it out, have a conversation. I'm not saying fight more. I'm saying talk about what really is going on. Avoiding it doesn't make us feel safe. Avoiding it keeps comfort. And we've spoken about that at length. It keeps comfort, but it's not psychological safety, because we know that there's something that we are busy ignoring. We need to pluck up the courage. We need to be so invested in the team that we work with that we are willing to face the fear of a potential disagreement. Because why do we want to do it? We need to pluck up the courage, because what is the outcome that we want? By keeping quiet, by keeping silent, are we truly moving forward, or are we staying stagnant? I know my default is to want to everything to be nice, for everybody to get on. I don't really like it when there's disagreements, but we're human. We're relational beings. We are different. We have different ideas. We have different perspectives. We have different visions. And if we want to work together as a team, we need to meet one another. And the only way is when we truly address where we are different, so that we can see the way forward. Bring your value. It's not about fighting more. It's about minimizing the after effect of a huge explosion. So what do I mean with that? Minimizing the after effect of a big explosion. The more we have constructive disagreements and we address it, it does not have to build up momentum. It doesn't have to become the big explosion. And you know, what I've really learned is when people have more conversations and they know, they almost become conflict fit. So what does conflict fit means? Is we are able, our relationship, our interaction is able to have a disagreement and have a bit of an uproar, feelings about it, but we can get through it. We're not waiting for the big explosions. So that when potential really big challenges come, we know that we can deal with it and get through constructively on the other side. What are you choosing? Are you choosing silence? And in actual fact, avoiding conflict? Or are you choosing an outcome where everybody can move forward and where we can truly get things right, where we can truly move forward? Christa here. Thank you for making this appointment. Please like, subscribe, put on the notifications, share. And I'm looking forward to our next